Hello guys, welcome to the next tutorial of Angular on this YouTube channel Jack of JavaScript. Okay, so in this tutorial we are going to see how the bootstrapping of Angular application takes place. Bootstrapping means how the views of Angular application is loaded into the browser. Alright, so let's start from the last tutorial. In that we have seen how to create a new project. So we can run that project using this ngserve command. So when you enter this command, so it will compile your application and it will give you some output on this localhost colon 4200. So you can check your application on the browser. So open it and just hit this localhost colon 4200. So this view will be rendered by default and all of the coding is done in the Angular application. By default it is there, right? So it shows some of the Angular resources, links and blog links, right? All right, so we'll see how this view is rendered from this application. So open your visual code and there you can check. Let's start from the beginning itself. Okay, so open your browser, right? So you right click on the web page and you can check the source code, right? So click on the view page source code. So it will give you the source code of this web page, right? So this is what HTML file code, right? And this app root is the new, these are the new tags, right, uh, which are different from the HTML5 tags, right? So in this section all of your application code is loaded, right? So apart from this there are some of the runtime JS, polyfill JS, style JS, right? These are the supporting scripts that are required for this view rendering. After that there is a main.js. So this is the bundle of all your application script, Angular application script that you have already written in your application, right? So all right, so let's go for main.js first, right? Main.ts, right? It is transpiled into JavaScript, so you can see the main.js file is there, but actually this one is a main.ts file, right? So it consists of some of the Angular libraries, right? Platform browser dynamic, that is from Angular slash this platform browser dynamic. Then this enable production mode is taken from Angular slash core. So these are the Angular inbuilt libraries, right? So this is what platform browser dynamic, and it has a by default method which is bootstrap module. In that there is mentioned that app module is the module which has to be instantiated at very first instance. All right, so you can check it by pressing control. You just click on this app module, so it will open this. So this app module is the most important file of your Angular application. It consists of the instances of all your libraries. Also it has this decorator, that is at that ng module. So decorator is basically, it adds information about your module, it adds the metadata about your module, right? So it has a declaration array. It consists of declaration array consists of all of the uh, components which are there in your application. Then there is an imports array. This has instances of all of your libraries, right? Then there is a providers array. Providers array has instances of your services. So you will get to know more about this as we go on. So as of now, just keep in mind that these are the some of the things, but it will be cleared as we go forward, right? Then there is a bootstrap array. In that, this app component is mentioned as a by default component, right? So press control and click on this app component. So this is the first module that gets loaded. So component is basically where we can write our own logic, right? So this is what a plain TypeScript class, export class, and this is what plain TypeScript class. So this title is a variable that is declared. So every component has four files. First is HTML file, then spec.ts file, and then .ts file, and the CSS file, right? So HTML file renders the view, right? So whatever you can see on the web page is rendered from this web page, right? So whatever you see here, that is rendered from this app component.html. All right. So you can replace this. Let's say I've written hello and I've saved it. As soon as I save it, it again compiles automatically. Let's say if I make any changes, hello world, and I'll save it, right? So automatically it compiles, mm, and you can refresh it here. See, the compilation starts, right? And it renders the view, right? So this is how the view is rendered, hello world. All right. So we can also print the variable value. This is what the title is, the variable, right? So if you want to print this variable value, then instead of this, we can put it into double curly braces, and then title, just save it, so you can check it, right? Every time it gets refreshed. So hello, my dream app. This is what the variable value of that is fetched from, the variable value that is fetched from this app component.ts. All right. So this is how the views are rendered. All right. So I think it is pretty much clear that how the views are rendered. So inside this app component.html, we can put some other components, and we'll see that in the next lecture. All right. So thank you so much. If you like the video, please like it. If you have any doubts, please put it into comment section. Thank you so much from Jack of JavaScript.